This is Down to a T, your break from the self-motivation. Here, you don't have to be better, you just have to be you. And that's what our guests will be bringing to every single episode. From artists to comedians to voices in media and everything in between, we'll be having off-the-cuff, lively conversations about anything that we want. We are back with another What's on My Mind, and I'm excited because we're trying something different today. Today I have with us Tulio, who's behind the scenes typically of Down to a T.
I'm the guy with the whiteboard.
He's the guy with the whiteboard.
If you saw it in one of the previous
or
episodes.
Talking or laughing in the back.
Yeah.
You've heard Tulio's laugh many times.
Yes.
No, he's in front of the camera. We want to try something new because Tulio was like, I want to see more of your personality.
I do. I feel like you are such a good interviewer, but no one interviews you. So that's why we're
flipping the script now. And everyone has to let us know what they think of this. Let us know in the comments. Let us know on social media.
We can blur my face if you guys want. So
No, Tulio, you're beautiful. All right. So I'm very excited to chat with you. I'm going to let you.
Yeah. So I think we're looking at the episode with the guest that you're going to talk to in a couple of minutes. And at one point we talk about the algorithm and what shows up in your TikTok algorithm. So first, I'm curious to know what shows up on your TikTok algorithm. And I think also I want to hear your take on like, what does that mean for someone personality-wise?
My TikTok algorithm is the funniest one. I mentioned this in the episode where Shark Talk is one. I'll let you hear the rest of the episode so you can hear what exactly is popping up for me for Shark Talks, but it's not what you think. And then it's so random because sometimes it's wholesome and I'll get a lot of dog content, but it like pivots a lot.
Yeah.
And what I've been getting is a lot of like TV, like small micro TV shows. SVU episodes have been popping up and it's been getting me into like wanting to watch SVU again. I will say that TikTok has a huge power over me in watching television. Yeah. Because I'll go back and watch an old show because TikTok is showing me clips.
I think it's funny too because like a lot of the shows because how old are you?
I'm 31.
31. Okay, I'm a little older, but I think like we grew up on the same television. And so I think a lot of these old shows, like Sex and the City, for example, that got dropped on Netflix and then like Gen Z discovered Sex and the City for the first time. And so we started seeing just like a lot of
that was my memes. Whole TikTok feed for an amount of time.
Yeah.
But as I get SVU, I've been getting a lot of Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
And I've never watched that show. Like my mom used to watch it and I used to like secondary watch in the background. But like so many scenes of that. And I'm like, I don't know how I ended up here. Same with like Shark Talk where I'm like, all right. With what was Eva Longoria's character, Gabriela? Did she play?
Yeah, Gabriela Solis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gabriela Solis. Yeah, but it's a bunch of Gabriela Solis clips.
That is so funny.
And it's so random.
I have not even seen a glimpse of Desperate Housewives on my TikTok.
But it's not any of the other characters. Yeah. It's just Gabriela Solis' character. But I'm like, I guess, I don't know, they're profiling me. Yeah. They're like, oh, Latina, she might.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting TikTok.
Yeah, interesting TikTok. Like, thank you very much.
So what's like the weirdest, most like obscure part of your TikTok algorithm?
I would say, I'm trying to think because it hasn't gotten too dark yet. There'll be like true crime, but that doesn't shock me because I love true crime. Yeah. And I'm someone that unfortunately, like if I figure out or I hear about a case, I'm digging deep. Like I'm gonna go through everything. I'm gonna try to solve the murder myself.
Yeah. Were you like a My Favorite Murder listener?
Yeah.
Like
I'm a crime junkie podcast listener. Yes. I had to stop because I thought someone was gonna break in all the time, and I was like, I can't live like this. Always thinking someone's behind me. But I haven't gotten anything super weird. I do get random things like people playing with slime was one.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe that's just a soothe.
Yeah, like the people like throwing bottles down the stairs.
Yes, oh my God. Yes.
The British lady like reviewing if the breaks
are good enough or not. Yes.
And then like people started commenting on those videos being like, oh, she's not going to like this one.
Yes.
And I thought that was so funny.
I got that. I was in that talk world for a while.
Do you get that like weird couple? Well, I don't think they're real. I think they're cute, but like she's a content creator and then her boyfriend is this kind of like stay-at-home boyfriend that does recipes and then just puts the food, but he has such like a soft-spoken voice. And so people are joking that they're trapped in his basement and they're like his prisoners. And so all of the comments are just like, oh, daddy's feeding us, salmon cacciatore today or whatever. And it's so funny.
Yeah, I will say I get a lot of couple talk stuff. Yeah.
So when Mercury is in retrograde, your algorithm changes.
Yes.
Is that what we're saying?
Not even, it doesn't have to be Mercury. I blink and my algorithm changes. I'm like, I don't know what my TikTok is going to surprise me with.
I think it is definitely much more accurate than any personality test or any...
Do you?
I think so.
So how did I end up on Shark Talk?
I don't know.
How does that indicate my personality?
I think it shows that you are a cautious person who wants to be prepared for things.
Yeah.
And because it tells you how to avoid sharks, you know? So I don't know.
I guess.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm very curious to hear, what does everyone's algorithm look like?
Yeah, tell us in the comments what's on your TikTok.
Algorithm. What's the weirdest shit that you've seen come up over and over again? Please tell us. And please enjoy this episode with Iliana. Welcome to another episode of Down to a T. Today with me, I have Ayala Garcia, plus size model, content creator, makeup artist. She is a multifaceted queen.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here with me
Thanks
today.
for having me. I'm
so
excited.
Yeah. And by the way, the beat today.
I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, and then you did mine as well.
Right. Not just saying that I did it, but you look amazing.
Thank you. Well, see, I'm like, she's so multifaceted that not only she did my makeup today, but she's sitting here with me.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to have you. I feel like the last time we talked, I was like, I have to have her on because every time we talk, we're like, I feel like
random.
Random. I feel like we can talk about anything, but also I feel like me and you are so similar with a lot.
Right.
With our married life. And we'll get into the other stuff a little bit later. But let's start off with the starting five. Are you ready?
Yes.
The first question is, what is your comfort video game?
Sims. I'm a simmer. I love The Sims. It's been like that 4 years. I actually use it more to like decorate, and I use mods in my Sim games. So I like to decorate and create outfits, do the makeup on The Sims. So I'm like behind the scenes, like actually playing, yes, kind of, but just creating a world and like the simmers in there. Yeah, that's my thing.
I used to be obsessed with The Sims, and it's been a very long time.
No, you have
since I've played it. I have to get back into it though.
Yes, and you have. Do you play with mods?
I've never played.
You have to play with mods. Like you could download them online, and it's like custom content. So you could create. Sometimes they have like for clothes, like Gucci bags for the Sims and stuff like that, or put lashes on your simmer.
Okay, so Sims has advanced.
Yes, like you could add on. Like my computer, honestly, the storage built for it was made for my mods for Sims.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, I'm like, I used to be a Sims girl.
I love it.
Yeah, and then I stopped, so I need to get back into it.
No, you definitely do.
Okay, perfect. So what is your social media pet peeve?
I have a few.
Okay, let him.
But recently, because a video has gone viral, it's been the unfollowing to follow, to unfollow, to follow, to unfollow, just to follow me or have me follow them back.
Okay.
Like that, don't play that game with me. I'm very cautious of like who I follow. I like to follow people I know and people that inspire me because the content that I take in is very important for me. So yeah, just don't do that.
Yeah. Protect your feed.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. If I didn't follow you to begin with, that means like I don't know you. Your page is private, so you just pressing the unfollow and follow button is not going to do anything.
Yeah, I noticed that once, and I was just like, where someone unfollowed me and then unfollowed me, and then I told them follow me back, and I was like, oh, so we're doing you're wanting me to follow you.
Right. And I'm just like, but I don't know you. And your page is private.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, on the topic of social media, what is the most unhinged comment you've ever seen on social media?
Okay, so I have a lot of couple content, and it's all the time. It's like when my husband's in my content, it's, oh, can I get him on Amazon? Or yes. And I know it's because we're in a mixed size relationship. Yeah. So like people love that. Or does he have a brother? Like it's very much that in my comments. But yeah, the ladies could get crazy.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, no, it could get crazy.
All right. So you're also into fashion.
Yes.
So team silver or team gold for jewelry?
Okay, so I know I'm wearing all silver, but that's because of the outfit. But I am team gold.
Okay.
And after that, it will be mixed metals.
All right.
But it has to include gold.
Do you believe in all like the color theory stuff? Like, do you let that
Sometimes when it comes to the vibrant colors.
Okay.
So I'll try to like get complementary colors that go like with yellow and purple and stuff like that. But when it comes to like the more neutral colors, I'm not really into it. I'll just like play around with different shades. But yeah, when it comes to vibrant colors, I will.
I just started dabbling in silver. I was like, I will never wear silver.
Beyonce did it for me.
Look at me now.
Beyonce, the Renaissance.
I think that was actually the first time that I put it on.
Yeah, I had silver pants and I would never wear silver metallic pants ever. But then, you know, Renaissance happened and I was like, yeah, no, I have to wear this. And I was like, oh, silver is not that bad.
I think you just made me aware of when it started. Yeah. I was like, when did I start with the silver? And I think it was definitely for the Renaissance
era.
Because I was wearing silver and I was like, let me get silver jewelry for that. And I had the silver like jewels on my face. Okay.
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, silver is not too bad. So that's when I purchased more like silver jewelry. But gold, it just complements the complexion. I just like gold.
I'm also team gold. So it's just funny because we're both wearing silver right now.
I know. It's just for the outfit.
We're sorry, team gold.
Right. But it's team gold through and through.
Yeah. I feel like that's also like a Latina thing.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, we had the gold bracelet when we were born. So like, it's just like embedded in us.
I got the permanent gold bracelet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I got like 6 of these.
Okay.
I got these like at influencer events, but I made sure to get them in gold every time. So I did decide to start silver on this side just to have mixed metals, but gold.
Love that. Okay, so last one. If you can give one beauty or makeup tip, what would that be?
Okay, I know you've probably seen it all over, but skincare is the best primer. So making sure your skin is prepped and also making sure your primers go with the foundation that you're putting on because they could like clash. So making sure if it's like silicone based or water based, make sure the primer suits that. But yeah, skin prep is like number one.
All right. Amazing. Well, let's get right into our conversation. I'm really excited to chat with you today because one of the topics that we actually bonded off of the last time that we talked was like gaming.
Yes.
And I was just like, I love to find someone who's like in that space and like, so what would you consider yourself a gamer?
Yes,
Okay.
now. So I feel like I've always been a gamer, but because I wasn't playing combat games or shooting games, I didn't consider myself a gamer.
Okay.
But I'm an only child, so I always play like computer games, video games. Sims has been around for years, so I've always played The Sims. It wasn't until like the pandemic that's when I was like really into like my cozy game bag, and that's when I found out on social media like cozy games is a thing, and I was like, oh, so I'm a cozy gamer because I like the slow pace, the storytelling, Sims where I'm building stuff, Animal Crossing, all of that.
Yeah.
So like once I realized that there's like a world for cozy games, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a gamer.
Okay, now I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because you know what's crazy? I would never call myself a gamer.
Really?
And because I feel like what we've known gamers is like someone who's there playing like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Or like
Same.
Fortnite. And that's like all they play. And so like, or they're like dedicated in these communities.
Right.
Like that's what I interpret for gamers.
No, you're still putting hours. I mean, for me, like Animal Crossing, I put in too many hours.
Yes.
I'm a gamer after that.
Okay.
Like I'm an
See?
official gamer after
So
that.
I feel like I can call myself a gamer.
Yeah, you know, you can. You just play cozy games. I think you have to just figure out like your genre of games and what makes you feel good while playing.
Yeah.
For me, I don't have hand-eye coordination. I can't do the shooting games. I try
cannot.
to do the GTA, and it's embarrassing how bad I am.
Yeah.
So I just stick to like my storytelling, the farming games, anything that's just relaxing and just easy.
Okay, now see?
You're a gamer.
I'm learning from you, cozy gamer.
Yeah,
I love
cozy
that because
game.
I'm like that too. So my husband, he plays like the Call of Duties.
Same.
He's playing like MLB The Show.
And
like,
yelling and everything.
Yes.
No, I can't do it. That's not relaxing.
Yeah. So for me, I'm like all that. Like the last game I was obsessed with was like Mario Wonder.
Yes.
That was like my jam.
Yeah, I played that. And even that was like stressful too. I remember I was playing with my husband. We were playing the Mario Super Brother one. And I was just getting pissed. And I was like, you see, this is why I need cozier. Like, I need something a little bit calmer.
That one was a little anxiety-ridden, yeah.
Yeah, because if I don't get all the mushrooms and stuff like that, I'm going to be pissed.
Okay, so you're also like me with like, you go back and start and get all of I'm the same way.
I will, but after a while, like, I'm like, all right, next one.
Okay. And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I am 31.
Okay, I'm 31 too.
Okay, nice. 92?
So, yes.
Yes, okay, 93.
So, okay, look at that. So how do you feel like if people think that, okay, because I feel like the older crowd looks at us like, why are you playing video games?
The older crowd, yes. But I feel like millennials and like the Gen Z, they get it. They understand it. We were saying this before, how antisocial everyone is. Like, I feel like gaming is part of like just building that community online and just keeping it online, and just that's their social.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm like, so what would you say to someone older if they came to your face right now, like, why are you gaming at this age?
It's not as childish as you think. Like, it's really not. I think it's a way to like, at least for my mental health, like it's just a way to just get in another world. Especially when you find the games that you really, really enjoy. So yeah, just give it a shot. You'll be surprised how much time is spent just thinking about the game rather than real life stuff. Like, it's an escape.
And that's when I spend the most time off of social media, I feel.
Right, me too. Yeah.
Because everything else is easy to be on your phone. Like, even when I'm working out, if I'm on the treadmill, I'm most likely like scrolling.
Right, scrolling.
Yeah,
but you don't have the option to scroll, so you could really get immersed into this video game. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, it's a whole different world.
I agree. So what are your top 3 video games?
So Sims is number 1 for me. Number 2, I'm just going to put it there because I put so much hours in the most hours, which is Animal Crossing. But I haven't picked it up since the pandemic. And 3 will be Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hogwarts Legacy, number 1 for me.
Really?
I dedicated the hours.
Really?
And I was so devastated when I finished.
I've been playing it slow just so I could enjoy it.
I wish.
Yes. I didn't even finish it because I'm like, all right, this winter, this fall, I want to get back into it and just continue the missions and everything.
I'm ready to like start again.
Really? Yeah. Are you going to do a different house?
I think so.
Which house were you?
I was Gryffindor.
Gryffindor?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was Gryffindor, yeah.
I'm Ravenclaw.
I was going to say Ravenclaw because I am a Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
But I went Gryffindor. Yeah.
I think if I like played it again, I'll probably actually try Slytherin. Seems a little exciting. I mean, Ravenclaw and Slytherin, they're like,
yeah.
You know, they
I
go
can see
hand in
that.
hand. Yeah.
I'm like, I think, but I also went the good route and I was
Which
like,
makes
maybe I'll
sense.
go
Yeah, I feel like Ravenclaw is like right in between like the good and bad.
Yeah, I love that. So speaking of Harry Potter, we actually spoke about that when we were, getting ready for this episode. And I'm like, we have to talk about this because I know we have a lot of Harry Potter heads out there.
Yes.
So what's your house? You were Ravenclaw
in the game, in Ravenclaw.
You're a Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
I'm Ravenclaw too.
Yes.
So are you like, we like
puzzles?
this?
Yeah, I know. I feel like our energy just matches.
Okay.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm a Ravenclaw, and then my husband's Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff? My husband too? Wow. Is your husband a Gemini? I'm not Gemini, a Virgo?
No, he's a Pisces.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. Imagine.
Right. I'm like, okay, this is too creepy.
Okay, so what was hilarious is what you were saying, and I was like, I totally agree. Like, if our kids don't like Harry Potter,
it's gonna be a problem.
It's out.
Take them back.
Take them back. You're out.
Take them back.
Returning the child.
Right. That's not my child. We're gonna, And if they like anime more than Harry Potter, it's gonna be a fight.
It's Harry Potter above all.
Right.
That's
right.
it.
I know, but my husband would be so happy if they're like anime heads.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he loves anime. He has a whole tattoo sleeve of anime. I'm like, that's cool and all, but Harry Potter.
Does he have the same love for Harry Potter as you do?
No.
Okay.
I mean, he likes it. He'll watch it with me, but like I'm like the Harry Potter head.
Oh no, so me and my husband are both Harry Potter heads. Yeah. We watch it every year where we start on Halloween and go through all the movies till Christmas.
Tried this year. Well, I do it no matter what. Like I always watch it December 1st. That's when I start my Harry Potter marathon. And I tell him it's either you with me or you're not because I'm going to watch this.
This is what you signed up for.
And he wasn't like, he wanted to play his video games and everything. And I'm like, I'm not waiting for you. So
yeah, that's what happened last year.
Really?
He was like, my husband to sit down and watch anything. He's a Harry Potter head, but to just watch anything, I can't watch any show with him because the thing is that he will give up at some point or fall asleep or get distracted.
Same.
And I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this.
I could binge. So don't stop my flow.
That's how I feel about the Harry Potter stuff too. So I'm like, don't mess with me. Which is your favorite movie?
It's always gonna be is it Prisoner of Azkaban?
Okay, so I used to be Goblet of Fire.
I'm sorry, Goblet of Fire.
And then I've been switching between Prisoner of Azkaban.
It's those two, yes, but Goblet of Fire is my number one actually.
And which was your worst?
I'm sorry?
Which one do you like least?
The least?
I go for Half-Blood Prince.
I would say that too. Yeah. I think that's like when...
Or the last two.
Really? You don't like the last two?
I'm just like, I don't know, at that point, I feel like now we know
what's gonna happen and stuff like that. Yeah, it was drama.
Because I feel like the first few movies was more so like kind of building up and like you can't, but at the end it's just like, okay, this is the showdown. Not that it's bad, it's just like my least favorite out of all.
I would say Half-Blood Prince. Yeah, that transition from when they were like kids and innocent to that darkness, that it was just such a very huge difference. I was like, whoa, they're not kids anymore.
Agreed.
This is serious. And I don't know why Harry is, or I don't know why a grown man is beefing with a 14-year-old. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, Voldemort, come on.
We need people to examine that more.
Right. Like, this is a whole grown man beefing with this child. Poor thing.
His whole life agenda is beefing with him.
Right.
I love when I see those memes because I'm like,
I don't get
Truth.
it. Right. I don't get it. But you know what? Entertainment.
yeah. And it's funny because I feel like Harry Potter's another thing where like older generations are like,
they don't get it.
they don't get it.
No, they don't. But it's fine. I mean, I do feel like the younger generation actually like gives it a shot and like, okay, but the older generation, no. But, you know, stuck in their ways.
I know. But I'm always just like, what would you rather me do? Which brings me to like my next question with you. Back to the gaming stuff. We both have husbands that game. We love to game. And it's just like, it's so funny to me when I see women, they find that guys who play video games is an ick. And I'm like, but then they also find it an ick if they go out. So I'm like, what do you want?
Stay home, play your video
What do you
game,
want
right?
your man to do? I'd much rather
Me too.
my husband be home playing a video game
Absolutely.
than out in these streets doing God knows what.
Right,
Yes.
right. I know where you're at. Yes, you're annoying and yelling and cursing, but I could deal with that.
Yes.
Like, and it's also my time. Like when he's home, like we're still separated, so we have our own time.
Exactly.
So it's like I'm not on you. You're not on me. You're doing your own thing. You're having fun. So why not? Like I binge YouTube beauty videos. That's my thing.
I'm watching reality television. That's
Right,
what I'm
reality
saying.
TV is my thing. So why can't he have his thing? It's not childish or anything. Like, I mean, no. And also, gaming is a whole entire industry on its own. You don't know where that could go. Like, my husband started streaming and is growing. So I'm just like, have fun. Have fun. You're home. You're chilling. I know where you're at. You're good.
There's kids making millions of dollars
I
off
know.
of YouTube videos.
Yes, the streamers,
Yes.
they have their whole entire, like, I watch streamers, especially like the New York streamers, Kai Cenat and everything, and to know how big they are, how famous they are just from streaming video games. Like, stay in your lane. Like, I'd rather you be home.
Yep. I love that you mentioned the like doing our own thing too, because that's a big part of my argument. Because I'm like, he's playing MLB The Show. I'm upstairs watching Love Island USA.
Right.
Like,
right. And we could be separated for hours. And it doesn't even feel like we're separated.
It doesn't, yeah. And we're doing our
I
own
hear
thing.
you, but
we know
but I
they're
ignore
live.
you.
They're making noise.
Are they? But yeah, like I'd rather you be home playing video games rather than outside, not knowing where you're at. Like stay home.
Yeah. I'm like, see, this is why I love meeting other people who are like, feel me. Because it's like.
But don't get me wrong, like there's a too much in everything. And sometimes like I forgot what game it was. It was a long time ago. I think it was like Justice League, and him and his friends were playing for hours. And I'm like, all right, enough. Yeah. Enough. And he's like, okay, fine. But I think that was years ago where I had to like check him. But sometimes I understand where like people think gaming takes is childish because people forget responsibilities while playing, but that's not all people.
Exactly.
Like, that's just not all. I think that's like the typical nerd that people think about, but it's not like that at all. And anything too much of anything is bad. So like as long as you have that balance, it's fine.
Agreed. And it's like an extracurricular again.
Right.
It's like what you mentioned of like, this is a way for me to decompress.
Right.
For me to step away. I'm gonna still work. I'm not playing video games during work hours.
Right. The bills are taken care of. Everything's taken care of.
The garbage is taken out.
Right.
Well, sometimes.
I was about to say.
I'm
if
like,
the dishes,
not always.
Not always. Sometimes you're like, all right, get up and just
take
do
out
the dishes
trash,
real quick.
please.
And can you take the trash
and
out?
then you can get back to whatever it is you're doing.
And he knows that. So it's like, okay, let me just do this so I could just get back to the game. I'm like, that's fine. I don't mind that. But you can't do that with someone that's like outside in the club or something.
Exactly. Like that's for me. I'm like, it's the same thing.
Right.
It's the same thing. They just have different interests.
Right.
So
I'm fine with it. Yeah. You guys are missing out. You guys are the nerdy gamer ones. They're the lover boys. They're the lover boys.
Yeah.
They are the lover boys.
They're the lover boys.
They like
They're
staying home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
And you can have fun with them too.
Yes.
We go like hard playing Mario Kart against each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been playing. Well, we've played Unravel. That's like a good couple game. Like you're attached to your character, trying to navigate through a storytelling. Like,
Oh wait, I need to.
yeah,
try
you
this.
should. Have you played It Takes Two?
Is that the cooking one or no?
No, I think that's Cooking Mama.
Oh, okay.
But It Takes Two is about. It's a story about their parents, and then this little girl. The parents are getting divorced, and they are turned into these rag dolls, the parents, and they're forced to work together to get back to like human form.
Yeah.
And with that, they try to find a way to get back together in their marriage and
Okay.
see how the divorce is taking it. But you're pretty much exploring the house. Like you're a rag doll, you're small, you're going through the yarn balls that you may own. Like it's a whole experience. You have to play It Takes Two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is getting like storytelling.
Yes, no, It Takes Two is completely storytelling, but you have to communicate with each other. You will not get through the game if you don't communicate with each
Like
other.
it sounds like therapy.
It does. It actually is, because honestly, it's about divorce, so it is a heavy topic. But the way they navigate it and how they speak about communication and working together and how that's required in like a marriage and relationship.
Interesting.
Yeah, but they put it in game form. So I suggest that It Takes Two.
Okay, that sounds way better than Mario
add that
Kart,
to the
because I'm
list.
over here with my competitive ass game, and
Yeah,
you're over here
no.
like this very storytelling.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot
Okay.
of storytelling couple games, but Unravel is a good one, but It Takes Two is the best one,
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion.
The funny thing is that when I knew my husband was like the one, was actually based off of gaming, because there was one night where I was talking about how good I am at Guitar Hero, and he was like, "You would never beat me." It was like 11:30
And you just
PM.
going at it.
No, we literally looked at each other, we got dressed, we drove from uptown Manhattan to 42nd Street, Times Square, Dave & Buster's, 12 a.m. on a random
you guys
weekday.
don't play.
Yeah, I was like, I will
No,
shut this
right.
shit down right now. And we literally ran into Dave & Buster's and went off. And I was like, that's it. This is my partner.
I mean, that's what it's about. That is what it's about. Like just having fun and just doing the things that you guys both enjoy,
Yeah.
even if it gets competitive.
Even
like,
if it
who
gets
doesn't
competitive.
mind?
Even though sometimes it,
I know. You're
Yeah.
just like, or like if
because he tells people I'm average at Mario Kart.
you're not
I'm
having
like,
it.
you will not
You're
use
not
those
having
words.
it.
I will not have it. Like I have video receipts. I was like, I will record every time I kick your ass.
Yeah, there's
Mario Kart.
another co-op game, Party Animal.
Oh,
Yeah, I was kicking. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kicking ass.
Yeah.
I was kicking ass. You could play with a lot of people, but if you like Mario and stuff like that, you probably like that one too.
Okay.
So yeah,
You're gonna have to give me all these.
yeah, I'm gonna
names.
have to, because
Yeah.
it's honestly really fun to play with your significant other. It's a way to like get frustration out, but also like, talk your shit, but also like, okay, thank you for helping me.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like this is the 101 episode for gaming.
Right, yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you want to do solo, here's what you do.
Right.
Go to Hogwarts Legacy, do Sims, Animal Crossing, which was also my pandemic go-to. And then if you want couple games, we give you so many recommendations.
Yeah, the couple games are so fun. I think that's the best way, especially if you have that significant other that plays video games and you're like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Just try it. Try a couple game and you'll understand why you like why they like gaming so much.
All right, so I'm gonna shift the conversation a bit.
Okay.
You're an avid Threads user.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
All right, is Threads here to stay or leave?
I say it's here to stay.
Okay.
As long as Instagram is around, Threads is going to be around. And with everything happening with Twitter, X, whatever that is, so much is happening over there that I think this is just like a safer place. And I do like the fact that also my Instagram followers are on Threads, so it's an easy way to connect with my community. So I think Threads is going to stay.
What do you love the most about Threads? Like if someone were to ask you, like, because I feel like that's a question I get often,
Yes.
where people are like, is Threads like, what is it about Threads?
So I'm a content creator. So right now, content creation is a huge topic on Threads. So I get a lot of my information there in regards to like brand deals and stuff like that. So I do like that. I also like that there's like ways to create a community on Threads. So once I started talking about makeup, I started noticing more makeup content. So it's almost like creating your own algorithm while you post. I'm pretty sure it's Instagram, so algorithms are like iffy over there. So I'm pretty sure it like takes a lot of working to get that correct algorithm for yourself. But yeah, no, I do like Threads. I learned a lot from Threads, especially with the content creation community.
Okay, any cons?
Cons, same community, content creation, just too much information.
Okay.
I don't need to see the screenshots of the emails and stuff like that.
Interesting that you don't like that.
No,
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this is when I'm like, maybe I'm old school.
Yeah.
But I'm like, there's like a level of professionalism that I do think you should uphold. And when you have those emails, like at the bottom, there's a confidentiality agreement or like something that says, hey, this is just confidential, do not share this. And you're posting this online. I feel like it causes more damage than what you think. Like I get trying to use those screenshots as a way to prove that, hey, I'm getting these collabs or this is what's happening. But at the same time, someone could look at that and be like, no, and then you're going to miss the bag for that. So, I mean, you don't have to prove everything.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's an interesting take. Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel like there's, again, too much of anything is bad. So, like,
Agreed.
You could definitely share and give your input, but other than that,
And being a content creator, did you like panic when TikTok was like a thing where people, because I think that's an ongoing conversation where everyone's like, it's leaving,
Right.
it's gonna leave. Is that something?
TikTok is an app that I'm on a lot, but as a content creator, I'm not like really invested in. But I do think it is good for gaming.
Okay.
I want to bring it back to that because like I see it grow for gamers because of the streaming and the live things that TikTok has. But as far as content creation, like the content that I put out does better on Instagram because I feel like Instagram is a little bit more aesthetic. TikTok is very raw.
Very raw.
Which is why the young kids are like, they get on there, they grow because they just like post anything. And I appreciate that. And I actually like kind of jealous of that because I wish I could just pick up my camera and just do everything and then just post immediately. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I cannot do that. So it's a give and take with that. But I like TikTok for like personal use.
Yeah. And what talks are you on? Because it seems you're on gaming talk.
Yeah. Wait.
What's your algorithm? Like, it seems like you have gaming talk. I'm on Shark Talk for some reason.
Really?
I don't know how I ended up here.
Shark.
I'm very confused. Yeah, but not like attacks. It's like how to. And then sometimes I get paranoid because I'm like, is this the universe warning me that a shark is gonna come for me?
That was like when the whales thing was a big thing. Like when they started attacking people.
Yeah,
last
but
summer.
it's not even attacks. It's showing me like what to do if like. A shark is like,
comes.
now I know, like,
They say
to like,
just stay
yeah,
still
like
and
stay
just-
still and like gear their
Absolutely
head.
not.
And you know how many videos I've seen of someone like pushing the shark's head? And I'm like,
I've
in
seen
what
that
world
too.
would
I've
I
seen that.
stand there and be like, yes, shark?
Honestly, I probably would do that. Like I would probably do that just because
I'm not calm at all.
I can't outswim a shark. So I might as well try to survive by just being calm.
My dumbass
would just be like, no.
would run.
You know, I
panic.
say that, but once the panic hits, I may just be like, oh no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how I ended up on Shark Talk. I wanted to end, but
For me, it's a lot of dogs.
a lot of dogs.
Because I have a dog, a Boston Terrier. That's my baby. So a lot of dogs, cooking. I like to cook, so I have a lot of like cooking videos there, and even DIY.
Okay.
Like I was raised.
What a wholesome
I know.
algorithm. I'm over here like
Yes, I love all
Yeah.
of that. I was I was raised as an only child,
Yeah.
so like to keep me entertained growing up, it's always like gaming, DIY crafts, and stuff like that. So yeah, my algorithm.
Shout out to your algorithm because
Yeah.
my algorithm really.
But I had to train it. Like
Okay.
I literally have to search things that I want to,
Okay.
and then eventually it'll come. But yeah. And couple content too.
See, and wholesome.
Yeah.
Not mine at all. Mine's is like
sometimes a couple
mine's is
content.
murders, sharks.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
like,
I do
but
get
that's from
some
like the
murders.
true crime probably because what I figured out is the algorithm. If you stay watching something long enough,
Yeah,
it picks
it
up
picks
that
up.
oh she likes this
Yeah.
because she watched the full video.
And with TikTok, they have the search engine, and I like to
Yes.
click on that, and then it goes into deeper videos, and then I'm in
Exactly.
a deeper video. Like I could get into a whole hole.
Yeah, that's me. And I've fallen into the rut of like watching full TV shows or like movies on TikTok. You know how they do like part 1,
Yes.
part 2?
Mhm.
And I could literally just log off and go
just
watch this
it,
movie
yeah.
full on my TV.
I'm
but
always
now
doing that. Yeah.
I fell into the trap.
It's a trap. It's definitely a trap. But I've learned a lot from TikTok, so
Yeah.
I can't say it's a bad app. I hope it's here to stay off the fact that of the entertainment and the learning.
Oh, the learning is A1.
I'm learning something all the time. Like I found out how to I found out how to remove an oil stain, and I used that, like I gave that advice to someone else, and they were like, "Where did you learn this?" I'm like, TikTok.
Yeah.
And that saves everything. Every time I get an oil stain, I know how to take it out.
There's so many things around my house that I learned from TikTok, but also TikTok be motivating me. The one thing I will say that I love that I'm on is the clean talk.
Oh yeah, it's so,
and that motivates me so much to
yeah.
like clean my house, where I'm like buying gadgets to like clean, and
or when they do the drawer, like the guest bathroom drawers,
Yes.
and they put in like the toothpaste and the floss and all of that. I'm like, ooh,
all of that.
Yeah,
I'm
I like it.
That is a turn on for me. I'm like, this is the content
anything
I
with
live for.
organizing, cleaning. Yeah,
I've never enjoyed watching someone clean their bathroom
Right. Until
more than
TikTok.
until TikTok. So peaceful, and I'm like, I watch from literally beginning to end of someone cleaning their bathtub.
And I like the sounds too. I'm like, okay.
I live for that. Oh, that's so funny, so funny. But it's interesting to know that like Instagram is what works for you, because I feel like for everyone it's so different, and I think it's great for people to hear like
I'm an OG
different
Instagram.
apps could like work for you.
Yeah.
And finally hear someone like say that Threads.
Yeah, I do like Threads. I like it. I feel like it's a way for me to put my thoughts out and then get the response and see what my community is thinking about and stuff like that. I feel like if I go on like X or I call it Twitter. I'm sorry.
I say Twitter.
I
still.
say Twitter.
Yeah. For work, when we write an article, we do have to say X.
Yeah.
But I'm like, to me, it's Twitter. I'm gonna keep calling it Twitter. Sorry,
right?
But that's what's happening.
With that, you have to literally create a whole community over there, and then.
But I will say I miss the.
Oh yeah.
It was unhinged. Twitter was unhinged.
It was
like the dark humor, the jokes.
I love Black Twitter.
Yeah.
Like that's my
Black
favorite.
Twitter,
Yeah, that's
like
I still go there just for that. Like if I need to get like news on something or something happened with like celebrities.
There's board games inspired by Black Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
Yes,
like
I've
the culture
seen that,
tags.
yes.
I was like,
I've seen that. So yeah, no, Black Twitter still is a place that I still go to and get my information. I feel like everything is there, but to like interact with.
Yeah. Because when I watch a show, I love going to Twitter to see the unhinged or like people just going off.
Yeah.
On like it, like because when House of the Dragon was on, or like whenever there's like a reality television show.
Oh yeah,
I'm always running to Twitter because I'm like the comments will have me dying.
Especially like Love Island and stuff like that. I'm always there. Like,
Yes,
okay,
and
what's
me
going
and
on?
my friends like will send each other tweets though.
No,
There's nothing like Twitter for just like the humor.
The humor
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah.
But like to actually use it and stuff like that, I'm like, no, I'll just keep it.
I need someone to bring that humor from Twitter over to another platform.
Right.
Because I miss that.
Do you think Threads will ever have like, you know how there's like
I feel
Black
like that's
Twitter?
creator land. That's why I wanted to ask you about it.
Yeah, it is creator land.
I feel like it's a place for creators. Like for me, it feels like a forum board for creators.
Yes, I think so.
And it's trying to be Twitter, but maybe one day it can be. But I think we need to like get that audience of like TV, pop culture
to get on there.
trending,
Honestly, I have noticed more with Love Island USA.
Okay.
So I've noticed that popping up on my Threads feed a lot more. And like gossip thread pages are being created and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, that's good, because sometimes like with the content creation, it just feels like a form. And sometimes I'm like, okay, I need to break out of this.
Yeah.
So I do like that now. I think people are starting to use Threads more to just create that community.
Yeah, for sure. So, Iliana, what do you have coming up?
Right now, I think I'm really focusing on makeup right now. It's something that I stopped doing after. It's something that I stopped doing right before the pandemic, and I didn't pick it up because I was focusing on modeling and content creation. But now I'm back into being a makeup artist, so it's something that I really want to like zone in on. I'm really focused on like doing red carpet glams and stuff like that. So that's my goal. So my focus right now is makeup, and hopefully soon I will have like a couple gaming pages page on TikTok.
I love
Yes.
that. Okay, we need to
That's the
see
goal
that. Yes.
right now,
We're
yeah.
manifesting it all.
Yes.
Well, isn't it manifesting? You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it
Yeah,
all.
right.
Yeah.
Because we stream separately now. He does like NFL, Madden, and NCAA. He does all the sports stuff. But we want to do something where like we do play a lot of games together. So we're trying to create a page
I would watch
for
that.
You
I would so watch it. Yes, I'm telling you, I would
Perfect,
watch
yeah.
that. So I love that.
Thank you. And it'll be like not even me playing because I like to watch him play. So it's like reaction videos too. Like I watched him play a scary game before. And
Okay, I
don't
saw that video.
do not like scary stuff. I do not like scary stuff at all. But it was fun to watch and to get that like organic reaction so people could see. It was cool. So we're gonna continue doing that.
Yeah, I enjoy that so much, and it's so. People probably watched and heard the starting five, and were like, "Where is she going with this?" Because my first question was like, "What's your go-to video game?" But now that you heard Iliana, now you understand that she
Right.
just has so many interests that I had to get
I
to.
do.
Yeah, I was like, she's in fashion. She's a plus size model. You're into gaming.
Yes.
I
Sometimes
love
I'm
that.
like, is
yeah.
that too much? But I'm like,
no,
no.
you
like,
do it all.
Right.
Yes. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being
so much
here.
for having
Where can
me.
everyone find you?
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram and TikTok, Beauty Marked Illy, Beauty Marked with the ED at the end, if you haven't noticed. And you could also find me on Threads as well as Beauty Marked Illy.
Yes. Well, I appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
And stay tuned for the next episode. Bye.
Down to a T.